Wagga Dam in New South Wales recently overflowed after heavy and continuous rains, flood warnings were promptly given to towns further down the Murrumbidgee River. At Wagga Wagga, a state of emergency was declared, and the 20,000 citizens were told to expect the worst flood in the city's history. Movietone, early on the spot to film the event, noted the gauge on Hampden Bridge at 28 feet 6 and the water rising fast. The main street of Wagga was still dry, but wise precautions were well underway. 5-foot walls were being built in front of buildings, and the evacuation of some areas had already started. Many homes, it was predicted, would be submerged within 24 hours. Livestock went too, of course, including somebody's sick dog. The first break in the river's banks occurred about 10 miles away, and by now, water under Hampden Bridge had reached 33 feet 6. It must have been a pretty exciting as well as unpleasant moment when the first floodwater reached Wagga's main street and quickly spread. The town suffered a blackout, and people waited anxiously as the crisis rapidly approached. By the morning, this was the scene in the main street. Business, of course, was at a full stop, and many roads were impassable, an ugly situation indeed. Ducks now came in very useful, especially in rescuing people who'd been trapped in spite of all warnings. 3,000 had already been evacuated, but about 500 had refused to leave their homes. Now they had to. The fact that not a single life was lost certainly speaks well for the precautions taken and the rescue organisation hastily improvised. For our pictures of the flood at its peak show clearly enough that it was no joke, far from it. Vast damage had been done to property, and if the right steps hadn't been taken in time, the disaster might well have been a tragedy.